So, if you're running and you bought yourself a daily trainer, which you found to be a bit too firm, you might want to try this one. Nike's Invincible 3. But if this is too squishy, and yes, squishy is a technical term for running shoes, if this is too squishy, that's where this comes in. Nike's latest release, the Nike React Infinity Run 4. But Nike, can you please shorten these names? Nike React Infinity Run 4. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, my name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day, as at the time of filming this, you guys have given me 5,720 subscribers. Thank you very much, sincerely. If you're on Instagram, please do connect with me. Boom, Aubrey.running. Give me a follow. Let's connect. Let's talk about Nike's latest release. Comparisons, I think the Saucony Ride 16. A66, Gel Cumulus. But anyway, as I always do, 3 things you need to know about this bad boy. Let's go. Starting with the weight. This is the biggest drawback. If there's one reason why most people won't want to buy this shoe, it's the weight. 273 grams. 283 grams. This bad boy weighed in at 359. That's heavy. Second thing is the price. In the US, you guys can pick this up at $160. Here in the UK, I bought this from the Nike shop at £154, 95 pence. 155 pounds. In terms of the stack height, you got 39 mil at the back, 30 at the front, being a 9 mil drop. But I pride my channel in just having a normal conversation. I did one run in this shoe. It was a short run, Ed K, easy run. And here is my experience. Let's start from the top, work our way down from the back going forward. So therefore, let's start at the heel. It's got a heel tab. One of these bad boys, these pulley things. It's a very comfortable heel tab. It's got very good padding on the inside for comfort. I didn't have any issues. So one of my favorite running shoes is Nike's Invincible 3. And this one gave me serious issues in terms of heel lock. As you're running, especially at high speeds, your heel slipping in and out. I didn't have that in this shoe. Good padding, good lockdown. Aesthetically too, when you turn around and see the back of the shoe, I like how that looks. It's a nice aesthetic. What I don't get, and I'll be honest, I don't like, is this excess material here at the back. When you start highlighting things like the weight, 359 grams, and you've got pointless chunks of midsole like this, I tend to wonder. I get it. It adds a very unique, individual look to the shoe, and I love how it looks. But if weight is going to hinder the shoe and also make it less popular or give people excuses to prefer another shoe, I would do away with that at the heel. But we'll touch on that when we get to the midsole. I like at the back, it's got this reinforcing. I don't know if it's just a look, but I like that. That plaster looking bit, it looks great. And I love it for that. The tongue. Now, I know I tend to dwell a bit too long for tongues, but this is one of the most unique ones I've come across. So you need to know it's attached on the inside on both sides, meaning it's gusseted, fully gusseted. Well done, Nike. The thing I like the most about this tongue is it's in 2 halves. The bottom half of the tongue is in line with the fly knit of the upper, making it breathable, which is really, really cool to see. And it's very light. At the very top, where when you're tying down the lace, that is the most pressured point. They've increased the padding just on that top part. I've never seen a tongue that does that. Usually it's the same consistency all the way through. So well done for that nice touch, Nike. Love it. The lacing system. Do you know what? There is nothing to call out here. They've kept it basic. And I like that. That's how lacing systems should be. They've got holes in the upper, not much reinforcement of the holes. So there's questions maybe whether over time it's going to come apart. But the reinforcement is on the inside. But normally you want to see like a metal ring around that or something that reinforces that hole when you're tying down, that it assures you it won't break. But to be honest, I don't see that happening. Well done. The upper, I want to talk about it in 2 ways. One, the performance of the upper and the look. The number one thing is the look, but only if you get it in this colorway. That's just my opinion. This is a beautiful colorway. I've seen it in black, all black. I've seen it in black with a blue trim. It just doesn't look as nice. That looks delicious. That looks amazing. Being white though, you tend to wonder if you can maintain that or it's going to start looking a bit funny over time. I love also that there are highlights of that color that you see in the midsole making its appearance on the upper. The performance itself, you can see the perforations all around this upper, and it's very, very breathable. Right now, it's very hot in England. Well, for England standards, I think the temperature is around 23, 24, and that's when I did my run. And I didn't have anything, I didn't notice anything adverse, anything that I should tell you about in terms of the upper. But I can see in other hotter regions why some people would complain. Because it's fly knit, that knit implies jumper, a sweater that you wear when you're cold. Therefore, would it run that way? The other bit in terms of performance that I really like this touches on whether this shoe is true to size. Because of the material that they've used, it's a bit more forgiving to your foot shape, that it can mold around your foot and stretch how it needs to. I didn't have any problems with this fit at all. Let's talk about the midsole, and I think this is where the headline, the star of the show is, being React X foam. There is talk that this foam is performing better than the previous iterations of itself. Now, just being honest, this is the first time me running in a Nike React shoe. So I can't tell you how the Run 3 felt. I can't tell you all of that. What I can tell you, I'm a bigger guy. I'm not Eliud Kipchoge kind of build, no. So I'm always biased towards max cushion shoes. This is the right end of cushioning for a daily trainer for me. I do think though there are times I would need the Invincible for its cushioning rather than this because it's not a max cushion shoe. Don't expect the same plus you get from an Invincible, from a Gel Nimbus 25, from a New Balance More V4 from this shoe because it has some firmness to it. I just want to put that out there. In terms of the midsole, I think they've done it right. If you find the daily trainers to be too firm and the max cushion shoes to be too soft, I think this is perfect Goldilocks situation. It is the perfect chair. It's not the baby one. It's not the dad one. The bed, the porridge. You know the story. Yeah? All right, let's move on. Okay, turn the shoe upside down. That is exactly what we want from a running shoe. What Nike has done here is exactly what we need to see. Full coverage of the outsole in this waffle material. I can't vouch for how it runs in gravelly areas or if you're going off trail, I don't know. The grip on this thing is perfect. Again, I can't speak on durability just yet because this is a first impressions review. So I'll be able to report back to you once I do more runs to see where the wear and tear is happening. But for me, it's a good thing when you start seeing full coverage of an outsole just like this. Anyway, I've got two questions to ask. Should you buy this shoe? And who is this shoe for? Now, for me, if you already have a daily trainer that is firm-ish or one that you wish had a little bit of plush cushioning to it, but not as much as the ones I've mentioned before, the max cushion shoes, that would be the shoe for you. The Nike React Infinity Run 4 might be the shoe to consider. Who is this shoe not for? Don't buy this shoe the same way you might have wanted to buy Asics Gel Cumulus thinking it's going to give you the same comfort as the Gel Nimbus 25. The same reason you would buy the Pegasus because it's got some Zoom X in it thinking it's going to give you some sort of cushioning. Don't. It has firmness. It's not a max cushion shoe. If you're looking for a max cushion shoe and you want one from Nike, the gold standard is the Nike Invincible 3. Don't let anyone tell you different. Take it from me. The next question I have to ask, does this pass the Tesco test? For those of you not too familiar, the Tesco test is basically, would you wear this shoe doing other things apart from running? Going to Tesco, which is a supermarket where I live. If you're in the States, that would be Walmart, Target, that kind of thing. For me, look out school run, look out Dad's at my son's school. The man's gonna be rocking these even when he's not running. That is a delicious looking shoe. It looks like ice cream. It looks edible. Thank you for taking time to watch my review. I'll have plenty more as we go. Please interact. Let me know your thoughts on this shoe. Or, actually a better question. What shoe have you worn in 2023 that you want other people to try out? See you on the next one.